Hello, we're back. We have a beer. I should put the banner up. There we go. Professional. We have another beer from here in Nova Scotia. This is from Truro Brewing Company. This is their Little Dyke Pils, German style Pilsner. 5% alcohol by volume. Anything else on the can you need to know? Not really. Okay. We're going to go to the website here. So, there we go. All right. So, we have done one beer from these guys before, which was the Copquid Bay IPA, I believe. Yeah, I think it was. Yes, it was that IPA. Yeah, it was. Okay. So, we got the Little Dyke Pilsner. And so, it's brewery owned by these two ladies, married couple. I mistakenly said they were sisters. I don't know why I thought that. It was like owned by two lesbian women. Oh, they must be sisters. That's the dumbest thing I could possibly think. Okay. Obviously married because, hey, gay marriage is legal, as it should be. So we go to the Pilsner. Here we go. And I assume there is a subtle little play on words here, although I guess there is a little dike something in Truro. So, like, a dike is an actual thing, not just a sometimes slanderous word for a lesbian woman. See, little diker hikers. It looks like ladies getting out and getting fit with their doggies. That's good. The spunky community is made up of many colorful individuals that dot the perimeter of Little Dyke Lake, close to the shores of Copquid Bay. Oh, so there's a Little Dyke Lake as well. Okay, so, it's a real thing, and it also could be a cheeky little gay joke as well. I would not be surprised. Little Dyker hikers and meet daily to walk their favorite route around the neighborhood. When tell of our newest brew reached these ladies, they were so warm and gracious to partake in a photo shoot to showcase the vibrancy of their community. There we go. Okay. So these ladies are having fun, staying active, doing stuff. The beer itself, we don't need any tasting notes. It's a German-style Pilsner. 5% alcohol, bitterness low, as it generally should be for a German-style Pilsner. Pilsner malt, tradition hops, lager yeast. Yeah, okay. That's all we need to know. So let's pour this out. So many Pilsners now. Just quality craft Pilsners out there. So, in a way, every time I come up against a new one, it's like, oh, you're going to have a bit of a tough uphill battle with me. You're going to have to be as good as Church or Stillwell or one of those. See if they can do it. So it's definitely even a little bit lighter than what I was expecting. It's definitely a pale straw golden color, but even a little bit more paler than I was maybe expecting here. But it looks the part. Very nice. Let's go right to the aroma. And it's kind of, is that just chill haze or what? Looks a little hazy. Looks maybe a little tad unfiltered, maybe. Could be. Aroma. Yeah. There's a bit of a floral sweetness on this that I wasn't necessarily expecting. Definitely getting a little bit of, typical malty grain kind of character here. Almost like a light lavender, like floral kind of note. All right. It smells different. Does not smell bad, just smells different. So we'll go right to the taste. Cheers. there a date on this? I think I might have an old can, unfortunately. Is there a can on date here, guys? There is not. I'll give this a minute, because sometimes an old can or an old bottle of beer, you'll get an initial little whiff of, oh, it's a little off, and you get a little taste of it's a little off. Because right now I'm getting like a little bit of a sweet and sour kind of note on this that is definitely not what this should be. And I'm kind of thinking this is a little old. Doesn't taste terrible. Don't get me wrong, but I do think it's an old can. That's unfortunate. I don't know how long this has been sitting in Harvest Wines and Spirits. So, but it's got a light malt taste coming up front, but it's like all around it, there's kind of a sweet, like almost kind of a bubblegummy kind of thing going on. So it seems like it's either brewing fault or it's old. And given that their IPA was totally fine, and I liked it quite a bit, I'm going to give benefit of the doubt and say that this has probably been sitting in Harvest Wines and Spirits for too long. Because I'm just getting this off little weird sour note in the finish. And it just feels like it's kind of turned a little. Yeah. I got CB Fall saying, great can labeling, honest review, Lee. Well, I try. So this is disappointing in the sense that I can't really give this as a review, because it's obviously not how the beer is supposed to have intended to be. Also disappointing that I'm assuming the other can that I bought of this is going to be pretty much the same. So I can't really do that for when we do the Pride episode on Nick's BA 101 channel. I think it was coming up this Wednesday or next Wednesday. So I'm going to have to grab something else for that. That sucks. It's drinkable, even having gone kind of bad, but yeah, just like a weird sweet bubblegummy thing that's come out of it, and kind of a small sour note in the finish, and all those sort of like typical Pilsner characteristics have kind of gone by the wayside. It's a bummer. So, like I said, I like their IPA. I'm still going to go on the assumption that they're a decent brewery that makes good stuff, and that this has just been sitting on the shelf for too long. And, that's the danger of ordering from a private liquor store or whatever, what have you. I mean, my friends in Ontario, you can tell you that they often run into this problem with the government-run LCBO. Just shit sits on shelves, sometimes out of fucking the actual walk-in coolers or whatever all the time, and it just sits there and gets older and older, and they continue to try to sell it. And you'll end up with stuff like this. So that sucks. I hope to get a fresh can of this sometime so I can do a proper review. So sorry, guys. Sometimes this shit happens. Sorry to waste 10 minutes of your time now talking about a beer that I can't give a rating to because it's obviously expired or whatever. So, yeah, I'm not going to shit on Truro Brewing Company. These things happen. So, like I said, hope to get another can of this at some point. And I got like another beer to review tonight, so I'll be back in a little while. But until then, cheers. And again, apologies for the fact that I couldn't really give a proper review of this because it just wasn't fresh. It was not what it's supposed to be. So cheers and see you fall. Best of luck, Lee. Cheers, dude. I'm going to get out of here. I'll be back in like half an hour or something. All right. Bye-bye.